These are Wyze home security cameras. And these things are great. They're super affordable, they're easy to set up, and they're simple to use. Thing is, they're not 4K until now. Tech it before you wreck it. What's up, geeks? I'm Kirk, and I'll admit it, I am a smart home nerd. I've got a gazillion of these Wyze cameras all around my house. I just like being able to keep an eye around my house. And while the image quality is pretty good, I especially like the color night vision of these cameras. The resolution has always left a little bit to be desired. So that's why I was super stoked to try out the brand new 4K camera, the first ever 4K camera from Wyze. I'm gonna put this thing to the test for you guys, and here's what I'm gonna do. So first, I'll show you what comes inside the box. And then if you hang out to the B side of this video, I'm gonna pull a video clip directly off the SD card on this camera so you can see exactly what the quality of these 4K clips looks like. But there's also a bigger question. Do we actually need 4K when it comes to home security cameras? I think the answer is yes and no, and I'll explain that. But first, let's get over to the table and take a look at what comes inside the box. The Wyze Cam Pan V4, the first ever 4K camera from Wyze. Let's take a closer look at the box. You can see it's got a couple features on the front: 4K color night vision, pan tilt zoom, indoor and outdoor. And it's got a picture of the camera. You see the camera itself goes up and down 180 degrees. The pedestal goes around 360 degrees. Picture of the app on the side, those same features listed, as well as what's inside the box: the camera, the mounting bracket, the cable, the mounting kit, the power adapter, the mounting sticker, and the quick start guide. And then some integrations as well with the icons there. You can see the common Wyze features, including that 360 degree by 180 degree pan tilt range, and a whole bunch of other typical Wyze features. On the back of the box, they've got the Wyze camera mounted upside down. Night is clear as day with color night vision, plus a built-in spotlight when you need to see more. Shows you classic night vision versus color night vision, which is an awesome feature and should be cool even in 4K. Let's get out the knife and slice this box open. All right when we open inside, what do we got? Looks like a mounting sticker guide, or it's basically a guide to show you where to drill holes for the mounting bracket. Love that they include this. A quick start guide. It's actually somewhat thick. Looks like this thing opens up. It's got a whole bunch of instructions on how to, looks like, set up the camera, mount the camera, install the app for the camera, all the basics you'll need to get going. And here's the camera. I'll take a closer look at this in just a second, but first I do want to see what else comes inside the box. Looks like we have a box within a box here that likely contains a bunch of these smaller accessories and pieces and parts. So inside the baby box, we've got some screws and some drywall or concrete anchors to go with it, as well as a mounting screw that goes into the bottom of the camera. This is a USB to USB-C cable. So this would be the cable that goes from the charging brick, the power brick, to the camera itself. Something that's become standard now is USB-C on Wyze cameras. And this is the power brick, very, very standard, basic power brick that's included with all the Wyze cameras. And they do include this little mount, which is nice. When I had a pan tilt camera from Wyze previously, I had to 3D print my wall mount. It's nice that this is actually included in the box. Works kind of like that. You use that screw that I showed you earlier to attach this to this base, and this base attaches to your wall. And now the camera itself. Let's peel the sticker off for our moment of zen. Oh, always love that when you get to peel the protective sticker off. There's your lens, guys, and you've got that LED floodlight there on the front as well. And you can see this part pivots up and down. Oh, on the bottom, you've got your setup button and your micro SD slot. Very, very classic Wyze ports and memory card slots, exactly where you'd expect them to be. But yeah, that portion slides up and down, and then the base portion spins around 360 degrees. That's how you get the pan tilt features of the Wyze. On the back, you've got your speaker for talking to people or when the camera has to make noises or let you know what the current status is. And then there's your USB-C plug. It's got that little rubber protective piece on there as well, so you can use this thing outside. Remember, technically speaking, the power plug that comes with this is not rated for outside. So if you want to use this for outside, you do have to order a different outdoor plug from Wyze. You've made it to the B side of this video, and I've got the camera plugged in, powered on, and connected to the app. I'm not going to walk you through that process because frankly, it's exactly the same for this camera as it is for every other Wyze camera. The only difference is that this one is in 4K. So let me show you a clip. I pulled this directly from the SD card, recorded on the camera, and this is the 4K quality you're going to get. It still looks like a home security security video in terms of the colors and whatnot, but it's 4K resolution. In fact, I'll zoom in on some of the details in the background so you can see what those details look like with this 4K image. Okay, so that's the image quality. It clearly is a 4K resolution. The image looks pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be as good as a professional camera like I'm using right now, but it's a nice 4K image from an affordable home security camera. But do we need 4K for home security? I would say yes and no, and I'll start with no. No, we don't, because we're just looking at these clips on our phone or on our computer. We're not blowing these things up on an 80-inch television, so why do we need 4K? But then on the other hand, I would say we absolutely do, because oftentimes, think about it, when you capture something on a home security camera, you end up zooming in on that clip. And if you've got more pixel density going in, then you're gonna get a better image when you zoom in on something that's far away from the camera, maybe something that it recorded at the front of your driveway or the back of your backyard. So 4K is gonna be a huge, huge game changer when it comes to zooming in on those clips to see better detail or smaller action. Heck, I'd love to see an 8K camera. That would be even more flexible. But at this point, I'm just really happy to see the first 4K camera from Wyze, and I'm hoping that they take this sensor and add it to more of their Wyze cameras. So eventually, all the Wyze cameras are 4K. Wouldn't that be great in terms of having that higher quality and more flexibility? Are you adding this camera to your arsenal of home security cameras? Do you have questions about the new 4K camera from Wyze? Comment below. I read every single comment and I'll make sure to comment back. And I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. It helps me grow, and I've also got a lot more cool tech videos coming your way here on Tech It Before You Wreck It. I'm Kirk.